Take one.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, it's another episode of 94 Feet Podcast. Your boy Big Zeke in the building. I'm here with my brothers Dre.
You can call him first. I don't care. What up, y'all?
I'm here with my brother Keith.
I'm in the building.
Keith, how you doing, man?
What's good? Good people.
Like you hurting my feelings or something. What's good, everybody? I'm in the building.
Unfortunately.
Well, forget you too. Bye. Go Bucks.
Don't let the door hit you with a good Lord split you.
Bucks and 6.
Anyways,
Do you got any Bucks gear on?
My hat.
That don't count.
It does
It
count.
ain't even the Bucks real colors.
Hey, it's special made.
so anyways, first of all, I want to celebrate the Bucks real quick. They just won, put off a really good win.
Go there.
Boston Celtics.
I will.
Go there.
I will.
Go. How many Bucks games have you been to this playoffs?
First of all, whoa.
I'm just
I
saying.
wasn't
He's
going
been
to pay
to
no money to see
the
them beat the Brakes.
appropriate amount.
I'm not
Okay.
going to see them beat the brakes off the Chicago Bulls
Hey, you
for
should.
$300. Really? I'm gonna go see them beat the brakes off to the Bulls for $300 when I can. See
It was
that
about 2. It was 2.
Still, I got 5 kids.
When y'all done, yummy though. You take your time.
All right, y'all.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you. I
Sorry.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
No, it's
Papa.
cool. I try to drive the bus. Anyways, celebrate the Bucks. Pulled off a win today.
They didn't just pull it off.
They didn't just pull it off.
101-89. I didn't say put. When I say they pulled off the win, what are you talking about? They blew them out. Oh yeah, that's what y'all want me to say.
You should. You should, because they destroyed them.
All right.
Because the score wasn't as close as it appears to be. I'm just
They
saying.
won very comfortably.
Sure
Okay.
did. Sure did.
They had
The
they had
Bucks,
their
the
footprint on
Bucks
this
put the
game.
beat down on Boston Celtics. That's
Thank
all
you.
good to go.
Thank
It's
you.
just one game. I last week I picked Boston. I'm still sticking to what I said. I hope I'm wrong, but hey, whatever. It is what it is.
I told you.
Anyways,
I told you.
currently the Golden State Warriors and the Memphis Grizzlies are playing. I don't know what that score is, but last I checked,
Memphis is down 6.
It's
Memphis is
99
down
and
6,
93.
okay. So that's going to be another very exciting series. With that, get out the way.
Go ahead and do that. What's the dance he be doing?
I forgot what it's called. It's gritty.
The gritty? Is that what it's called?
It's called something like
Gritty,
that.
they butts
I
on
don't know
back
what
to the
these
locker
kids-
room.
I don't know what the kids are doing these
He did the
days.
gritty on the court. And
I don't
yeah.
know. But anyways, let's get to
Would
this
you call him a
injury.
kid?
I said I don't know what these kids are doing. He is a kid compared to me.
True that.
But let's get to the injury report / update. Dre, take it away.
All right. The Philadelphia 76ers are without Joel Embiid. He is out with a mild concussion and also a broken thumb, right? He's had a broken thumb and a orbital fracture. I've never heard that one before, so I'm going to have to
It's
look
something
that
on
up.
the face.
I'm going to have to look it up.
Yeah,
That's what's
it's
up.
all
I'm going to
good.
look it up, though. That's what's up. He's out indefinitely. No timetable for his return. That's a big blow to Philly. I hate to see that
He's
for
out.
them.
They think he's going to be out game 1 and 2. He's targeting game 3.
Ah,
okay.
that's what's up.
It's I think
Right
it's
around the eye, the eye.
That
Yeah.
structure that's around
That's
your
what's
eye.
up.
Yeah.
That's what's
So,
up.
he'll be out. He's aiming for game 3 to come back, but he'll be out game 1 and 2.
Well, that's not what's up, but it's just what's up that I just learned what that was. But Chris Middleton has been upgraded to a grade 2 MCL sprain. Is that bad or good?
That is bad.
Ew. He is out for the entire semifinals against the Celtics, which we knew coming in. So those are the current injuries for those that are left in the playoffs.
Yeah, that was going to be a big blow to Philadelphia. I'm not going to go into James Harden and how if he doesn't step up, they don't win, but we'll see what happens. So real quick, after the sweep of the Brooklyn Nets, this is the first playoffs in 17 years without Kevin Durant or LeBron James in the second round. Is this the beginning of a new era?
Yes.
Take your time, guys.
So
That was for the table.
okay, so I was waiting on bro. I was, let him jump in first. So I'm not gonna say it's the beginning of a new era.
Really?
I mean, if you play with a team that's overrated, that's what happens. At the beginning of the season, everybody was predicting the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Brooklyn Nets, and half of America couldn't have been more wrong.
Mhm.
And I think we started realizing that we were wrong, or America was wrong, right when they saw that these teams weren't winning. Kyrie Irving destroyed that franchise. James Harden destroys franchise everywhere he goes.
Mm-hmm.
So he started with Brooklyn, and LeBron, as great as he is,
say it.
as great as he is, he's aging. I know we don't like to admit that, but Father Time is undefeated.
So you're not gonna say LeBron destroys?
LeBron shouldn't be a GM. He should stick to playing basketball. I'll say that. But LeBron didn't have a fair shot either, playing alongside an overrated Russell Westbrook and an injury-prone Anthony Davis. But that team was designed to win. So I don't think it's a new era. I just think those teams weren't as good as people thought they were.
Injuries played a big part in the reason why both of those teams struggled all season. If you look at the Brooklyn Nets, without KD, they struggled even more than they struggled with him.
Yep.
So that just goes to show you that the injuries that go on in the league now is causing teams to almost like forfeit their seasons if a player gets seriously hurt now. Because
if you don't have a good team built around them, I'll say that, because Golden State, even though they dropped in the standings, they still were able to, avoid the play-in and able to still, sustain some type of I want to say some type of good ball.
Well, but Golden State also built other players, right?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a good team surrounding Steph Curry. It's not like this team is built on Steph Curry. Now, they did drop in the standings, but they weren't. And so they didn't to the point where like Brooklyn was like, damn, they're not gonna make the playoffs without KD. Even when he came back, he was like,
KD didn't come back, they wouldn't even have been in the playoffs.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
Yeah, so it's like that. But I mean, what I mean by new era is you have these like so Dallas made the second round in the first time since they went to the finals, which is I think 2011. Was that 2011? Miami first year going to the finals.
What's the question?
When did Miami go to the finals for the first year? When Dallas beat them? What year was that?
Oh, that was like 2008.
Yeah, that was a little longer than that. Yeah.
So, but you have Dallas, you got Boston, you have the way they took care of Brooklyn. You have a new era of possible superstars coming, and so that's why you think this guy's the end of an era. Because we talked about this last week. How, to be honest with you, I don't think LeBron may make the playoffs ever again. I don't know if he's going to make the playoffs ever again.
Well,
for the rest of his career,
he guaranteed it.
Yeah, he guaranteed.
He guaranteed.
He guaranteed a lot of stuff in August. He guaranteed a lot of stuff in August.
But he guaranteed that on a healthy roster. And I told y'all from the jump, I said if the Lakers stay healthy, they had a chance at a playoff run.
Anthony Davis,
but Anthony Davis couldn't stay healthy. LeBron was out quite a few games this year too.
Yeah,
toward the end of the season,
the only person that was healthy was the turnover king.
Oh. Russell.
And that did nothing for the Lakers.
And that didn't do anything because he was averaging 10 turnovers a game almost when they was out.
I mean, my thing about that is Anthony Davis isn't going to stay healthy for a while. Okay, that's just his MO now.
He's just going to have to buckle down this summer and get on a new diet and get us some new trainers that are specific to the injuries he sustained during the year. The same thing LeBron did. LeBron went and found people who were specified in the areas that he didn't want to get injured in. So that's what he spent his money on. Mm-hmm. And look how many years he was able to play just by putting a team together like that prevented him from getting injuries or did preventative measures or activities so he didn't get injured as much.
I don't think that, when you back to your question about, I like to see that there are multiple good teams in the NBA. Mm-hmm. It's competitive, right? The play-in tournament was probably Adam Silver's one of his best inventions as the commissioner because it's exciting gameplay. It's nice to watch Memphis be competitive against Golden State. It's nice to see Philly finally, being competitive, and Utah and Dallas. So I like the idea of seeing new teams play, but I don't think it's a dawning of any era, because let's be honest, KD is still going to be a top player in the game of basketball. LeBron is still going to be a top player in the game of basketball. But I just think it's like they said, KD is Robin, as you all say all the time, and he cannot put a team on his back to win the big games. If you look at KD's championships, they were on the back of the Golden State Warriors. They were already champions. It's true. I know you don't like it, but it's true. It was true. KD left Golden State, right? Went to Brooklyn, in the words of Kesey, playing with a bunch of scrubs has wore him out.
Wore his ass out.
And he can't get it done. He couldn't get it done in OKC.
But you can see it in his whole body language, though. Like, KD was burnt
out.
Like, he literally had nothing left. And then once Marcus Smart and them started bumping him and grabbing him and giving him hard fouls, he was like, I'm ready to go home.
I'm ready. Let's end it. In fact, if you look at the Brooklyn-Boston series, every game Boston won wasn't even a blowout.
No.
It was like 5-6 points. And this is the same thing everybody thinks is they're just going to dog walk the Bucks. I just want to put that out there, that they barely beat Brooklyn. They did it, but they barely beat
And the Bucks just put a collapse on them
without
Chris Middleton.
I'm just saying. So to your point, I'm not going to christen this as a new era in basketball. The Stars just had bad years, and it happens. Your Stars can have bad years.
But those are the years that other teams win. Look at the years like back when like the Lakers. Think about it. It was only.
I see you, dog. I see you. Ray-Bans, I see you. They are nice glasses.
I mean, you just interrupted what he said.
No, I did not.
You really did.
Okay, go ahead.
When you look at history shows it's only like 4 teams that are consistently winning championships.
Yep. I mean, let's think about the last 20 years. Who have they been?
It's either Boston,
Lakers, Bulls, the old Bulls.
Everybody know the Bulls.
And Miami, and San Antonio.
Yep. San Antonio. So it's 5.
Golden State, 6.
6 teams.
Golden State. The last 20 years, you think about it, you got the last 20 years of basketball. This is what, 2022. So you take us back to 2002. Your champions have been the Lakers. Fact check it. Pull it up. Boston, Miami, San Antonio, Golden State.
And Dallas got 1 in there.
Dallas.
But see, that's the year where the athletes are in. I think that was the year they was injured, though. That's the year Kobe was injured, though, wasn't it?
Which year?
The year Dallas won.
No, the year Dallas won was when Miami formed the Big Three, and promised all them championships and lost. So the last 20 years, if you think about 2002, you got the Lakers, the Spurs, like we said, Dallas once, Miami, Cleveland, the Raptors, and the Bucks.
Well, Bucks is 1.
You know what I'm saying? So you think about it, there's only, like we said, been 6 teams that have won a title the last 20 years.
Well, we're not talking about teams, we're talking about players.
Well, but the players help deliver the championship.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is, as far as like this new era situation, I'm just saying that as we all know, like when Jordan left the game, it left a, I ain't gonna say a gap, but there was a period of time where, Jordan left and Kobe and the Lakers just kind of taking over and winning championships and stuff like that.
01, 02, 03,
such and such and such and such. And then we had the run by LeBron where he was like, he's in the finals every year. And then, so now we're looking at a possible new era where we don't see LeBron in the championship. We don't see LeBron in the finals every year. Let's say he even makes it to the playoffs. I don't think he's going to have a championship contending team in the next, because he said he wants to play with his son. So that means at some point in time, he's going to go to a losing team. And so the
Lakers are a losing team.
Yeah, now, but what I'm saying is going to the new season, even though his LeBron teams are predicted to make it, this might be a new era where he doesn't make the playoffs, or he doesn't make the finals every single year. And we're looking at a new era, a new generation of superstars who are 25 and under, or 20, or between that 25 and 30 range, where these guys are making the playoffs and it's somebody different. Even with Giannis, Giannis is 26. Isn't he 26? I think he's 26 years old. 28, 27, 28. Are you watching the game right now?
Yeah.
Keep talking.
So it's one of those things where
keep talking, man.
So it's one of those things where like that's why I say that like there might be a possibility of a new era of superstars coming.
That change is coming, and you've seen it. We've seen it in previous years, like when we knew LeBron was coming in, like when we knew Kobe was getting ready to take over. From Jordan to Kobe to LeBron,
and now we're looking at a new. Now we're looking at, I don't know.
We don't know. It's different this year. It's different because it should have been KD passed the torch too, but I don't know if he's ready for that torch.
I think KD's time, although KD is going to be
KD is 33.
I'm going to say, although KD is still going to be a top star in the game, his time has passed to be the face of the NBA. His time has passed. Right now,
he missed his opportunity.
Giannis is the face of the NBA. He's the best player in the NBA. And he'll probably be the face for the next 2 to 4 years if the Bucks stay consistent with winning.
So he'll be like Paul Pierce was to Kobe Bryant.
Ooh. See, I think
does that make sense?
I think it does, but I think the difference is the reason
Paul Pierce couldn't get it done either till he got KG and Ray
Allen.
Yeah.
So I think KD, I don't even think we can. Yeah, that's a good comparison because although KD will go down as a champion, it will be remembered by the sports gods. Yeah, but he had to go here to get it.
Even if they don't remember, I'm sure you'd be there to tell them.
Why shouldn't I? They tell LeBron. When LeBron went to Miami, they told him. They remind LeBron that he got it in the bubble.
But listen,
they remind the Bucks that they got it.
Those championships because of LeBron. The KD, Golden State didn't get them championships because of KD. They would have got those regardless.
Whoa, wait a minute. Talk about flag on the play.
What?
Y'all just ran me into the ground a couple weeks ago when I said that.
I didn't say that. That wasn't me.
You weren't. Okay. But remember, he played the tape back for that.
But I'm the one who been
played back for what?
Never mind.
I'm the one who been saying KD joined a good team. That's why they won that. I mean, without KD, they probably wouldn't have won one or two of them.
But they would have won at least one.
But they probably would have won one of them.
No,
yeah. Okay.
I'm sticking by that.
I'm a LeBron fan, but I gotta be realistic sometimes.
Realistically, they wouldn't. They wouldn't have, Casey. And we went.
They had already did it.
If we'd had another J.R. Smith moment against them,
they already did it.
Once I played that for Dre and for our people technical foul, it was for a reason by that. For you to say they'd have won without KD, is ridiculous.
They might have not won that first year, but I'm saying
it's not. You acting like they didn't do it. You acting like they didn't do it without him before.
I'm not saying they didn't do it before. I'm saying they ran into a monster. That monster just so happened to be King LeBron James. When you ran into LeBron James, we gotta do something about this because if LeBron, I'll say this: if it wasn't for Golden State, LeBron would have won 2 to 3 championships with Cleveland.
If it wasn't for Jordan retiring, the Bulls would have had 8 straight. What's the point?
You're right.
If it wasn't fifth, we all be drunk.
There you go.
Thank you.
To your point, I mean, it's not a dawn of a new era. The NBA is creating new stars. Yes, John Morant, Donovan Mitchell, Luka Doncic.
But that's kind of what dawn of a new era is. Like you bring in some new stars.
So you agree?
Taking over the league.
I don't agree because
you can't say Donovan Mitchell did nothing this year.
Well, I think he did that on purpose. I think Donovan Mitchell quit on Utah, but I didn't see that on the docket. Utah better get rid of him while they have some value.
I didn't put it on a docket because I think we all agree that this is the end of an era.
He quit.
For Utah.
He quit on Utah.
I don't think he quit on Utah.
I think he quit.
I don't think he quit. I think.
I know they stop joints before they toss you, bro.
I think all of those scrubs are starting to wear out the superstars now. Y'all don't see it, but that's what it is.
For you to sit here and just call everybody scrubs is the funny part.
But they're not scrubs, like realistically scrubs. It's just a figure of speech of saying like they're not on the same level as those players.
I'm not saying they're on the same, but you can build your team around a good, like you have a superstar, you can build your team around them. You can build your team around them. And the fact that these teams aren't building the fact that these teams aren't building around their superstars, that says something by itself. Oh, Jesus Christ. There goes that man.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm just saying. And both daddies watching. Morant daddy got better seats, spending all his son's money.
he ain't spending all his son money. They gave him that seat.
Steph ain't going. Look,
Them caught them tickets, but besides that, what was I going to say? All the superstars was like,
ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in 4
Anyways.
minutes. We're gonna take a pause. We'll be back in 4 minutes after the game's off. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't disagree with you. But this will still be LeBron's league next year if he wants it to be, if he's healthy. He'll have to go through Giannis. Man, they just shoot anything.
That's shoot, boys. Anyway,
This has been a terrible 3-point shooting game today.
okay. So anyway, but my thing about that is this: when you talk about, if anything, this is quote unquote Steph Curry's time to be his league, but he's in that, what's it called? He's still in that generation.
What are we watching here? Oh, there must be a delay.
Yeah, this is a delay.
Yeah.
Off the ABC app. This is off of Spectrum.
Yeah, this is a delay. So it's one of those things where I think this is a new era of basketball. But let's move on before.
Well, before you, no, I have an.
Go
So you're calling it a new era of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the starting lineup of this new era of basketball? Who are the 5 people that makes this a new era of basketball? Travel.
No.
Are you
Yes.
crazy?
No.
He took some steps.
No.
He took some what?
He took some steps.
He
Euro
took some
step.
Golden State Warriors with him
Okay.
to the basket. That's what he did. Y'all want to come with me?
Oh, he don't want to hear that.
Oh,
wait.
I already told you Morant was a baller. I told y'all that at the beginning. I was a Morant fan. He needs some humble pie a little bit.
Hold on, y'all want to come with me?
He
Cool.
needs some humble pie.
All I know is
He needs
this.
some humble pie.
Me and Kesey told you
Dylan
They're
Brooks.
not gonna beat him.
They ain't got nothing for Morant.
All
They ain't
right.
got no answer for
Nothing
Morant.
for
You can say
him.
what you want. Steph and them is
He's
good,
he's
but they
very
ain't got
up-tempo.
no answer.
All
You
right.
gotta make that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this.
It's gonna,
It's gonna be a great series, but Golden State's
go.
gonna win this
Okay,
series.
hey guys, let's get focused here.
Okay.
But, okay, getting back to y'all.
Turn the
of
TV
new
off.
era,
Yeah. Okay.
This Memphis is an example.
Yeah, Memphis is an
Memphis
example. We got
is a great
Morant.
example of a new young player who people are probably really just seeing for the first time because
yeah.
Memphis is not a big market team. Like
Yep.
people would not know about people on the Bucks had they not been the champions trying to repeat this year.
You know, one of the things I think,
And that's how I feel with Memphis.
yeah, Memphis. I think Memphis. The thing that people also have to remember with Memphis is Morant is a superstar. He is there, but Memphis has proven that they can do it without him, which makes Memphis a good team.
Right, which is why this is a great example of a dawn of the new era.
But
we
go
have
ahead.
our money makers, we have our old guards, we have people that will always bring the fans to the games. I don't care how good the Bucks are. If Brooklyn or LA is coming to town, we sell out.
It's true.
Okay, we sell out. We'll sell out, even though we may be the favorites to win. Y'all let that way.
You let them have. They just let
They let
him
him have
in.
that
They
one.
let him
Avoid
have
the
that
foul.
because they're in foul trouble.
Right.
I think both Clay and Steph have 5 fouls
Yeah,
apiece.
Steph definitely got 5.
Clay and Steph had 3 fouls in the first quarter. Come on,
Oh.
man. You have to catch those shots.
I take those.
That was off.
But
It's a
Go
good
ahead.
game.
So,
Ooh,
teams like
no.
in the way how the change of who are we watching now is an example of a new era being dawned. Because 10 years ago, Memphis, why am I watching the Grizzlies?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
10 years ago, why do we care about the Raptors? 10 years ago, why are we looking at this rebuild Boston?
The Grizzlies couldn't get a ticket sold back in the day.
I remember when I went to go visit, they were giving away Grizzly tickets at a gas station if you bought more than $50 worth of gas.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to remember Memphis.
That's kind of how like what the Bucks was when we had the Bradley Center. Was
Yep.
when
Right.
they'd be like, "Hey,
The dog pound.
But
we had
that-
the dog,
during that
the
rough-
dog pound."
During them rough years.
Yeah.
They couldn't give tickets away.
During the years when Blue Edwards was our best player, it was rough.
Well, you got to remember, man, Memphis was an expansion team.
True.
Yeah.
And to see them, get a superstar like Morant. I mean, and Memphis have had some named players on their team. They had Zach Randolph. They had,
They just couldn't get it done.
yeah, they had, what's the other guy name? He played for Utah now. The guy you said so-and-so in the Utah Jazz.
Oh, Collins.
not
Mike
Collins.
Conley.
Mike Conley.
Oh, Conley.
They got Mike Conley.
Conley.
So
Mike Conley, who? Mike Conley and the Memphis. No,
But
so when they had him, Memphis has been a team that has been making some noise. They're playing Golden State, and if they can get it done, this will solidify them as a major player in the game of basketball. They're already a player in the game. They're in the top 8. They're in the elite 8, right?
Yeah, like, and we're going back to what you just, like, you asked me name 5. I was like Morant,
Okay.
Jason Tatum,
Okay. Giannis.
Giannis is not part of it because he's 20. He's 26.
So Giannis isn't
27.
Giannis isn't the current face of the NBA?
He is the current face of the NBA. I'll throw Giannis in there then. Giannis, Luka.
That boy
And,
is bad,
Boy,
man.
is street balling on y'all.
There he is.
Luka.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
that's what it comes down to the end of the games when you're playing
I'm
against
trying
Golden
to think
State.
somebody else too.
Yeah, so we're multitasking here. We're watching
But,
the Warriors and recording the show. So if we seem distracted or
we
tried.
said give us 10 minutes.
kind of bull crapping, you know what I'm saying? It's because of that.
But yeah, so that's I think we are in a new era of basketball here.
I like where it is though, because this era of basketball right now is proven more. So one, we're starting to revert away from super teams
Thank God.
and going back to having loyal structure.
He stay on that
Where-
ground, don't he?
You'll have a great player who we're building around, but we're also building that our role players are just as important. Meaning, for an example, Milwaukee, we lose someone. SportsCenter is like, we're done. We have a guy coming off the bench right now. It's like, we're what? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we're getting more and more teams built around that kind of aspect. So that's one of the
all
good
ball.
things about it. Number two, it's now starting to get to the point where it's not about market anymore. It's not about, does your city have so much money? Small teams, small market teams are now making noise.
You know what's funny about that though? When you talk about that,
And the
like
Bucks set that tone.
team like Memphis though, they built through the draft.
They did.
Teams like I'm trying to think of, like, okay, even the Bucks, we built through the draft mostly, and we picked up guys like Drew Holiday was a guy who wasn't on the big spectrum of I got to get this guy. Oh, he wasn't on the big spectrum, that kind of spectrum. He was like, oh, he's good, but he's not superstar good.
One of the most
So-
underrated,
But the Bucks
underappreciated
knew
two
when
guards
he
in the
became
game.
a free agent, they were determined to find a deal to get him.
Yeah, they were.
They had plans.
They had plans
They had
because
plans
they-
to pick up a third star. But like,
They
hey, we need a
they
third star
knew,
here.
and I knew as soon as the Bucks picked him up, I said he is going to jail with the Bucks right away.
Yeah, because before Drew even got here, he already had a rapport in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
a lot of people don't know. Drew has like
I
a
didn't know
small
that. That's very
business
true.
fun program here.
Him
So
and his
he-
wife.
Him and his wife. So he was already kind of like trying to help us be a better community to begin with. Him coming to Milwaukee was probably just sealing the deal.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And that's another thing about small market teams that I'm liking now. Players are actually coming to cities they want to be at. We got lucky for a
Ooh.
change in Milwaukee that
Yeah, that's
Giannis,
Memphis
as
ball.
great of a player
That's
as
all
he
Wiggins.
is,
That's what
Giannis
says
wants
Memphis
to be
ball.
here.
That's all Wiggins.
Okay.
Yep.
So with Giannis wanting to be here, we were able to now finally take our draft pick and build something good out of it without fear of losing our
Without
player.
The shorts, the shorts is a part of the game.
I know, but his finger was
Hit-
on there
hit his
too.
arm. Hit his arm.
Yeah.
So
Shout
yeah.
out to the NBA playoffs. Even though the first round was a lot of sweeps,
Yeah,
there were a lot of good games.
we had to get the
Sweet.
bums out of here. I'm sorry.
Well, sweeps, it was 4-1. It was a lot of 4-1s.
It was definitely a lot of 4-1s.
You know what
I
I'm
just
saying?
think that was for, we got to make money.
But no, I mean, I get it. I'm happy for small markets because we live in a city where our team has sucked for years.
And we've always tried to build through the draft. Like I said, we got lucky that Giannis wants to stay here and build. So we don't have a superstar who I'm just using this as notoriety, and I'm gonna be out here like Richard Jefferson, like, oh, I'm just passing through.
Yeah.
I'm happy for Memphis. I'm happy for the Bucks. I'm happy for Dallas isn't a small market, but I'm happy for them. That's a good pass. I'm happy for all these teams that have struggled for years to be better, to finally find their niche. I'm even happy for Toronto. That was great to see Toronto beat Golden State for the NBA championship.
Go strong, bro. You
You
blew
should've.
that. You blew that.
They can't buy a bucket today.
They forcing it.
They did.
Ain't nobody thinking would smooth this.
Yep.
There you go. See now that. See, you should have took that.
You should have
one.
took that because Steph ain't feeling it today.
That's what happened.
This
He
is-
got
this-
30.
They balling.
I was gonna put that out.
For those who
He
are-
got 30, but he has
for
a
those- for those who are
terrible
listening to the game, I
3-point.
just want you to know they balling right now.
He has a terrible 3-point percentage today.
They playing today like this is game 7.
It's a terrible 3-point. They out here balling out.
I'm just like y'all said. I'm glad that the league has come to a balance.
That's
it
what
needed
And
it.
the league has not had a balance
Since
in
LeBron
a
came?
long
Since-
time.
Since what?
Since before
LeBron
Jordan.
came?
No,
No.
since
Oh,
KD.
sorry.
The
No.
NBA, the league, even when LeBron played for Miami, the league was balanced.
It
'Cause
still was
Miami
balanced. I
2 and
think
2.
KD going to Golden State took away a whole new balance away.
Honestly, let's back it up.
Because they were, you got to remember this. Hold on. Remember, they were 72-10. Remember, before he
Bulls.
reached there.
I'm not gonna put this all on KD.
Yeah, they were 73.
I'm not gonna put this all on KD.
You know what I meant.
yeah,
Come
they
on.
broke the record.
But
I'm
I'm
not
saying
gonna
they
put
broke the record and they added one of the best offensive players in the league. That was a balance breaker right there. Because
That
KD was supposed to break their neck.
Hold on a
The
second.
NBA was
himself.
the NBA
No,
was
hold on,
whack
hold on,
when
time out, time
KD
out,
was
hold
with
on.
Brooklyn.
This is
It
why I'm
was,
not
but
putting
it was whack.
I don't
This is
think
why I'm not
nobody
putting on
cared.
KD. This one I'm putting on KD. Because LeBron, from the time he went from Miami to the time he went to LA,
Well, hold on.
he
now.
had the East on lock.
Well, we could back it up because you could say the KG trade to Boston started all of that.
That's hard to say.
It was still a possibility that they could lose, which is the only reason why it would be an asterisk. But they did come together with the intentions of creating a super team.
Well, super team is, to me, well, this is my
Super
opinion.
teams have been around though
Super,
already.
They've always been around.
but super teams, to say Boston was a part of that super team era, or even they brought it to the frontier,
They were the most.
it's hard for me to say just because without those three guys, they haven't won anything. So to bring to bring
But
them,
Bucket.
it was crucial. It was crucial.
first of all,
It was
just get the
crucial.
ball to Moran. Watch him
crucial.
just come to the
Listen, man.
You think Gary Payton Jr. finna stay in front of him? Come on, y'all.
I
Uh-oh.
really enjoyed this game.
Uh-oh.
I still got the Warriors winning the series. Get that out of here. All
Uh-oh.
ball.
Wow.
All ball.
You can't call
All
30
ball.
seconds.
You can't call that.
you
All
can't call that
ball.
30 seconds.
All you
Foul
gotta do-
him.
all you gotta do is run.
Take the shot. Take the shot. Woo! Flagrant him up. Flagrant him up. Like
Flagrant.
they did to Draymond. I'm
Draymond
just kidding.
pulled his jersey.
Draymond slapped him in the face.
Draymond also
first.
out the game. So
Yep.
Is that 5? Is that 6?
I hope Steph do his dance like John Moran
If he
does.
is,
All ball.
That's all ball.
All ball.
he balled it.
All ball.
That's all ball.
So today, 94 Feet Nation, you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting us to you're getting the all ball.
You get
Steph
live
Curry.
reactions and
That's a
game.
lot of contact.
And
That was all
conversation.
ball. Come
That's
on,
all
Keith.
ball.
You know you can't call that. Man, you be cussing us out if I called that call.
That's a lot of contact.
Move us on, bro.
Uh,
This game is
Because if it
over.
was
This
Steph,
game
he
is
would have got that call.
Oh, stop it. No, you wouldn't.
What?
you can't call it in 30 seconds or less. Anyway,
You know what? Do you know what annoyed me, though?
what?
The game that Memphis lost. Keep it on, Tone.
No, it's over there still.
No. That's a delay. The game
The
that
game is over.
Stop.
You're
No,
right.
stop it. The game that Memphis lost, you saw Pat Bev and Russell do the little dance that Morant does
Oh,
on
God.
their home court. It was so disrespectful, man.
I'm
And
tired of that being said, called disrespect. I ain't called disrespect. It's called celebrate. If I just so happen to be away, which one? What am I supposed to do? I won. Y'all.
no, dude. I mean, you
did.
did Morant's
That's my
dance
thing.
though. That's Morant's dance. Let him do his dance.
Oh no, he gonna get
Gary
this
Payton
month.
looked like he was trying to foul, though. He looked like he tried to slap his head off.
What's the next item up for bed?
Oh, okay. So we're gonna play. Gonna play a
Price
video.
is right. Oh, we can't play a video yet, y'all. We gotta
Yeah,
wait.
okay.
We got 11 seconds.
No, it's 11. It's over. It's
No,
done.
it's not.
over.
Well, that's cool. I can watch on that.
Thank you. Do that.
Like it's right there.
Dang, it's over.
Oh, so you mad?
I'm not mad.
I'm
First
saying-
of all, we got 6 more games.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, you're
How much? Ja have?
You-
34.
and if
He's
it's
gonna average 30 against them.
he
they're
gonna
gonna-
have to for them to have a chance of winning. You gonna have to. Your argument holds no merit here. You picked Memphis, which is great. You rooted against the Bucks, so I'm a little salty at you right now
Why you a little salty at me?
because you're picking the Bucks to lose after we destroy Boston. And you're standing by your decision,
I'm
but
saying about my decision.
He said what he said, and he said what he said.
okay, well.
So he gonna eat them words at the end of the series.
Oh man, you know,
All right,
once
hold
we
on.
win, I'm gonna be impossible, right?
You said what?
Once the Bucks win, I'm gonna be impossible. Just so you know.
Right. Now,
I don't care.
I was going to put this out there. I'm going to put
Okay.
this out here on the podcast.
Put it out there.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Listen, man.
Are you
there,
sure?
There
you
is
wanna do
no
this?
fear in me from anything ever,
Okay.
other than God.
Because
so.
I will also come in here doing the Morant.
do the Morant dance as long as it's on beat.
Anyways,
That's a foul. That's game.
thank you.
That's a foul.
Let's go ahead and go ahead. Can we go ahead and can I play the video now?
You can play the video. It's gonna play right here anyway.
Thank you. Can I play the clip?
Play the clip. If you're still listening to us, Nation.
Hey, we like to apologize.
No, we don't.
because
It's the
we
NBA
don't
playoffs.
apologize.
In reality, we shouldn't be recording during the playoffs anyway. We should be flexing to come in
We
later.
don't have time for all that.
I know we don't, but I'm just saying. Go ahead. Play the video.
I'm
Really?
glad,
You're putting all our business out there.
Play the
Braves
video.
to do that.
Play the video. What business did I put out there other than we should watch the playoff games?
So Clay missed that.
He missed it? Come
He
on,
missed
Clay.
that.
You can't miss that. 6 seconds is a whole lot of time.
It's the headband.
Clay is not having a great look at his field goal percentage. He is shooting 6 for 19. That is a terrible shooting night tonight.
That's 33%.
That is a terrible shooting
Apparently
night.
not that good from the free throw line either.
No, he's missed 3-pointers after 3-pointers.
I guess we should keep this playing because I thought he was gonna make both these.
No, it's not over. I
I
told you.
thought it was automatic.
It's a
I thought it
whole
was
lot.
automatic
6
too.
seconds is a lot of
No, that's how
time.
they'll win this.
Oh
They did
no!
that on purpose.
That's Golden
You gotta
State
go the other
ball.
way. He didn't touch it. You gotta go the other way.
That's Golden State's ball.
That's not Golden State ball.
That's Golden
Memphis.
State's ball.
That's Memphis. He didn't touch it.
They got to go to the. They just said it. Golden State ball. And they can't. They
The
can't.
ref has
They
to.
can't. The ref can't call it.
The ref has to look.
The booth has to call it. The refs can't. You can't challenge this. We're talking about the last 6 seconds of the
That's
Golden
Golden
State.
State ball.
That's Golden State ball. The refs can't, and the coach cannot challenge
He
this.
can't.
He
It's
cannot.
Golden State ball.
Are they doing a jump ball?
Because they don't know who it touched.
And they can't review the monitor because it
The
has to.
refs can.
No, they cannot. It has to come from someone. Has to call it. They can't in the final certain seconds of the game.
So what do? Do you get the rebound and go, or you call a timeout as soon as you can?
You get the rebound and you foul. If Golden State gets the ball, you foul right away.
I'm saying if Memphis gets it.
If
No,
Memphis gets it, you go. It's 4 seconds. You're
You got two
You got
timeouts.
to.
You got 2 timeouts.
I
But-
call
So,
a
yeah,
timeout.
if you catch it, you got to call a timeout.
yeah, but I mean,
Because all you need is a bucket. You don't
You
even
go.
have to go for a 3 or anything.
Otto
You need a,
Porter.
bucket.
You go.
Porter.
bucket.
Y'all
You
remember
go.
Otto Porter, man?
Oh,
He took
yeah.
him, and they took your boy out.
Well, he has 5 fouls.
You got
So what?
5 fouls.
No, ain't
So-
no so.
So if he
Four
gets
Because
points.
if it goes into overtime, you
he's
need Steph.
useless.
Oh, there we go.
Timeout.
Timeout.
What did I say?
That's what they should do. Listen,
Well,
y'all.
With it
should've
going
did
back
that.
court, it would have took him 2
Yeah,
seconds to
that's
get
true.
set up.
So
All
this
they
is
need
a
bucket.
special edition of 94
Whatever
feet.
we planned on talking about is going to be out the window.
Live.
Live from
From
the.
the, from the NBA playoffs, you got 94 feet in the
If-
building, y'all.
If I wasn't scared of us getting shut down, I would put the game on the stream.
Oh man, we be in trouble.
That's why I
NBA be suing us like.
That's why I said we could.
They're like, Mr. Douglas, what? How much you got on this? Nothing. I ain't got no suing money.
I don't know. I think you could get away with the last 5. I think you get away with like.
Well,
30
I
seconds.
mean, to be
That's about
fair,
30 seconds.
we
Yeah,
are
you
a
get-
sports podcast.
You get away with like 30
I
seconds.
think we get away with 30
And
seconds.
people
But
do
the
it all
amount
the
of time
time.
After
it takes-
that, they didn't want to talk to you.
Written
So what do you
consent
do
of
here?
the
You put the
NBA.
ball in Ja's hand?
You, have to
You
Or
don't
you
even
let
need a 3.
you just need a bucket.
so you,
You
put
don't
the
even
ball
need a
in-
3.
So you
I'm
put the
telling
ball in Ja hand.
No.
Yes.
I'm
Who?
putting the ball in Dylan Brooks' hand right now.
No.
They both hot.
Dylan
They both
Brooks
hot.
balling right now.
But he's not.
He's ready.
I need somebody to get to the bucket quickly.
Put it
and
in
that's
Ja's hand because
He's
they
ready.
don't double down on him.
They gonna
And
double
make sure you
Ja.
have somebody open.
That man
to
got
kick it to.
that man got 3 ponytails.
This
You
is
don't think
how-
he ready to
okay.
get fouled?
This is the moment where you can determine whether or not Morant is truly a star.
Oh, Morant is a star.
No,
I don't
no,
think you
but
need
this
this
is-
moment.
but this is the
superstar-
moment.
This is a superstar moment.
This is a superstar moment.
That brother got the predator braids out there. No, he ready to fall.
He ready
For
to
a
fight
brawl.
somebody.
You talk about Morant.
No,
No,
Dylan.
talking about
Dylan.
Dylan. He ready
So-
to fight
so-
somebody.
He
Oh.
got 2 braids going to the front and 1 strictly down the back.
Oh yeah, he came on business.
Kids, we always say
Strictly, what did I
this.
say right
he
there?
sat there long enough to get that birdie. He on business.
Kid,
He sat there to get that done. So he on business.
Yeah,
kids,
All
make your
the-
free throws, kids. Make your free
I
throws.
guarantee you Dylan Brooks get the ball.
oh,
No.
what's it called to get the ball?
No,
I
Morant.
think Morant.
I wouldn't even mind Bam shooting.
'Cause
Bam
Morant-
is-
'cause they
Bam
don't-
got a-
They don't need a 3.
They only needed 2.
Give it
So
right back to him.
Whoever is good in the low is all you need.
So Ja Morant
You
winning.
can't put two hands on him.
Ja Morant winning most
Look at
improved
him.
player is
He
no.
played like his daddy.
Told you.
Oh! That's an air ball.
That's a foul.
That's an air ball.
Watch it.
That's an air ball.
He pushed him.
That's an air ball. Do the dance, Steph. Do the
You
dance.
bet not.
Do the
You
dance.
bet not.
Do the dance.
And that was a smart play. That was a smart play.
That was
Man.
that was defense.
And
That was
better.
good defense.
Clay better go sit down somewhere.
No, why should he?
What you mean? Why should he?
30% today.
But he
He up there pumped like he didn't just miss 2 free throws. It almost made them lose the game. Come on, man.
I just want to see somebody do the dance. Let's go, Draymond.
I was like Draymond already dressed.
Drake, well, he got ejected. He ready.
This is why they're gonna lose.
Who?
That guy.
Golden State? Yeah, okay. You
Yeah.
can keep believing that.
guy.
Should we wager on this one too?
You want to wager on this one? Fine.
Happily. Next month?
Can we check?
Let's
Can
go.
we check on my boy here?
Check on it. Next month.
Look, here we go. Watch.
I'm a fan.
Next
I'm a fan.
month.
Look, he hold him the whole way. Look.
He didn't touch him, Keys.
He-
And he slapped the backboard. You can't do that on the shot.
It was just.
That's basketball.
It was a great play. It was just bad positioning of the ball.
It was bad position.
It was
Now, I
that-
don't say bad position
Because the
he
extra
makes
Clay,
that.
because Clay actually cut off his line.
Yeah, he makes that
Okay.
8 out of 10 times.
So
Yeah.
he
so
does.
He
you
does.
got Memphis
I have Memphis.
and I got Golden State.
Yes.
Loser has next month.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
just,
Cool. Now we can move on.
I'm just paying attention. This
Shout out to the Golden State
great
Warriors.
season.
One game to 0.
All I know
Shout out
is,
to the Milwaukee Bucks. 1 game to 0. Both of my teams won today, and both of Zeke's teams
Both of
lost.
them your teams. I thought you said Golden State wasn't your team. You
Golden
just
State's
take
not my
everything.
team, but we all picked the team to win. Let's not try to make this about something that it's not. Just like tomorrow, I picked. Who did you pick? Philly or Miami? Or are we doing that over?
Miami.
Easy.
Easy.
And the other team is Dallas, and
Dallas and Phoenix.
that's gonna be good.
It's gonna be-
I don't know. The
it's
West
gonna be
actually looking
Phoenix
good
and-
right
it's gonna
now.
be Phoenix and 5.
Phoenix gonna sweep. You think?
Yeah.
So
Phoenix and 5.
Golden State wins today. The Bucks win today. I picked both of these teams to win, and
Now can we put the video on?
we're looking forward to the playoffs tomorrow.
Not good with the video.
Hey, don't blame me. I was good. I got my iPad. Y'all the ones that wanted to watch it.
You shouldn't have been watching on your iPad.
Well, Kesey,
I thought about the page. It's a basketball podcast. Why
well,
game-
absolutely.
game has to be on
That's
to be
true.
seen?
Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Can you introduce the video?
Oh, this is a video. I mean, I'm all throwing off.
Jordan
Man,
Poole
no,
had
but this is-
31 points.
Exactly.
He was 12 for 20, 5 for 10 from the 3-point line, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. This kid almost had a triple-double. Jordan Poole.
What's your point?
I'm just saying, he balled out too. We're talking about Morant, and Morant is a star. He is a bona fide superstar. But we forget, hold up, we forget that Golden State, if Clay goes cold, you can tap in the Poole. If Poole goes cold, you can tap into Steph. If Steph goes cold, all three of those players are not going to be cold at the same time.
Time out. Are you telling me these guys are interchangeable?
I didn't say they're interchangeable.
That's what you just said.
That's not what I said. I said
You
if one
he
goes cold,
you can put him in. If he goes, that's interchangeable.
well, that's
That's
John
his father.
Morant's daddy.
It's
That's
John-
Usher.
Hey, Usher, that's just a
I know.
living
I
ghetto
know,
fabulous dreams
I
right
know.
there. I ain't mad at him.
I know.
Sitting by all the rappers, he feeling this. But this the thing though. He congratulates the winning team. He's
Oh,
always
yeah.
a good sport.
Well, he has to be because his son is the future of this game, and you don't want to be known. You don't want to be
You
like a
wanna be the
LeVar
problematic-
Ball.
You don't want to be the problem.
You don't want to be the problem daddy. You don't
Yeah,
want to
that's
be
true.
like LeVar Ball.
And so my thing
I
about
don't
this,
even think they let LeVar Ball in the arenas no more, do they?
Certain ones they don't.
I'm glad that Golden State is feeling themselves. I'm glad they won this game, stuff like that, because
You sure?
I'm positive because at the end of the day, you have first of all they can't do no Morant. Let's put that out there. That's number one. Number two, the thing about Golden State,
They couldn't do
is
nothing with Joker, but they still beat him in 5 games.
They could do something with Joker.
They could not.
They were Dean Joker up.
Joker had career nights on Golden
Listen,
State.
No, he didn't.
Listen,
Wait, they didn't shut him
if
down.
you're Golden
But
State,
you're talking about a guy who almost averaged a triple double a game for the season,
listen,
and he couldn't get close to a triple double
I'm
with
telling
Golden
you
State.
like this right now.
Draymond Green was all up in his
He made Draymond become a better defensive player.
If you're
exactly.
if you're
That's
Golden
okay.
State, you're going into the locker room worried because we only beat them by 1.
Exactly.
No,
you're
see,
worried.
see, you can't
it's a 50-50.
Okay.
We
All right.
even though you may only have beaten them
No.
by one,
No.
we got to remember first game is all
No.
about adjustments. Okay, so we got to see what game 2 look like. But more importantly, where Golden State can be happy at, you took one from their court.
Yeah.
That's all they're happy about.
That's all. But that's all you need. That's
That's
the
true.
important part for Golden
I was
State.
gonna say,
is you
let's
took away home court.
let's not get in. Let's not try to act like now it's they only beat them by one.
Uh-huh.
Like y'all say, a win's a win, right?
A win is a win.
Right.
You just remember
But I
that.
said-
when,
but
when
only
the
thing
Bucks beat Boston in 6.
I
They
don't
might,
know.
not
I'm
even,
thinking
they might not even get to 6. It might be a straight
Like, I'm
sweep.
thinking 5.
And I'm telling you
I
right now,
don't want
the way the
this.
Bucks look today, it's a problem for Boston.
You know what's
And
funny?
anybody who think Boston is going to dominate the Bucks got a problem.
I didn't say the Bucks is going. I didn't say. Let's just make this clear.
Say it one more time,
Let's
Keith,
just
for
make this
everybody
clear.
in the back. Say what you just said again. Because there's a lot of people that think
There-
the Bucks are barbecue chicken.
Anybody that think Boston is going to beat the Bucks are going to be a problem for them. And anybody who believes that got a problem. And don't you forget that. You don't forget that they are NBA champions. And they turn, man, I'm telling you, they turned up
What is that about?
to the next level like they supposed to. They did what they're supposed to do,
They did what they were supposed to do.
but they did it on the road.
Okay.
Don't forget that.
And they D'd up Jason Tatum hard.
Okay.
Dude, they
And
had,
Jalen
they
Brown.
had 6
Hard.
points in the first half between the two of them.
Yes. And Giannis
I just
posterized
want to
multiple
put this,
people
I just want to put this out here.
on defense and offense.
No, I just want to put this out here
Okay.
because if let's just for instance,
Hypothetically.
Oh.
if Boston were to beat the Bucks by more than 10 points, let's just say it out there.
And let's just say
This right here, this African American here to my left will be the first one to say, "I don't know, guys.
No.
Maybe it was a fluke.
Well,
I don't know." Now,
last year,
Kesey
No.
stayed down. Kesey stayed down.
No.
But you,
So
Mr. Flip Flopper,
you know what's funny is how you try to flip it because you're wrong.
I'm not gonna flip it on me.
But you're wrong.
I'm giving.
You're
I'm
wrong
giving,
today.
No,
You're
I am,
wrong.
no, I am giving my take
Oh.
on what's giving to me.
And your
We
take
had one
has
of our
been wrong.
main scorers on the bench for the entire series. This was one game.
But you still picked Boston to win the
I
series.
did, and I said I stick by my pick.
That's cool. But don't try to make me be the villain because you've been wrong. Okay? Now, if you were talking about last season when I picked Miami to win, fine. You could have said, yeah, Dre didn't ride with the Bucks last season. Dre did not. Dre thought Miami was going to win. Dre thought Brooklyn was going to win because on paper they should have. Okay? And we all said at this table.
Paper don't always be right.
We
What
all
that
sat
mean
at this table
And said what?
when the Bucks played Phoenix. Every single one of us, including EP, said we need to fight for just a win right now because everybody in America wrote the Bucks off.
I'm gonna tell you what I said.
He said,
When
he
Phoenix
said-
won those first two
Take
games,
Dick. You got this one ready?
when Phoenix won those first two games,
God.
let's rewind it back.
I could.
I said
Kesey said
they
the same
did what
thing.
they were supposed to do at home.
They did.
Now it's
You
time
did.
for the Bucks to go home and
And
do what they're supposed to do.
Put their
And they
foot on their
came
neck.
back and put their foot on their neck
Yes.
all 4 games.
They did. It was a gentleman's sweep. So I'm saying is, don't try to call me
No,
a
because you
flip flopper. Right?
Go
No,
ahead.
because when it comes to the Bucks, I am more objective than both of you when it comes to the Bucks.
You're not.
I am. I will criticize the Bucks way quicker than either of you. Kesey will ride because Kesey don't want to be wrong. Okay,
No.
Kesey will
Kesey-
ride.
The only
Kesey
person
gonna
that
ride
you, the only
him
person that
in.
you criticize is Chris Middleton.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Who else have you criticized?
I criticized Giannis
You
last season. Did not.
When you say he had bad basketball IQ,
And he did up until he showed us that he got better.
he always had basketball IQ.
Stop it.
You can't say that.
Stop it. Okay, come on.
All I know is
See now that what this is that's what we called it. He capping. That's what's the other one? That's he's being facetious now. He's
I'm being
being
facetious now
you are
because
you are because you want to make it seem like I've been riding with the Bucks forever, and we all have to a certain extent. We all wanted our team to win, but let's not act like you thought the Bucks were always A1. Okay, because you did.
here's the thing.
you only
Kesey always. That's like I said. Kesey always
always
ride.
ride with my
Always
team.
ride the Bucks. Even now, last year, this is what happened. This is what happened last year. We seen Brooklyn. We seen them coming. We seen them take us to Game 7 and be a toenail away from winning. Now, before that series started, you was like, I don't know.
I said Brooklyn in 7. But see the line
that's it.
No, the line
everything else is in void of what you just said.
The line that you like to skip though is that I also said that the winner of the Bucks in Brooklyn would do what? Win the NBA title. You like to skip that line.
Because if you're talking against the Bucks, why would I bring that line in the 4?
So when I do it, it's talking against it, but when you do it, it's objective.
Are we not missing? Hold on a second. You know what? Like I said before, I'm sticking with my pick, though. I'm sticking with my pick.
But it's subjective when you do it, right? When I did it, I was being a hater, right?
Because you know why you was being a hater?
Why was I being a hater? Because I was being objective.
Because
Golden State,
we had the full roster, and we sat here and said the Bucks need everybody. I'm giving my analysis off of Chris Middleton is not going to play this entire series,
and the Bucks are a better team this year than they were last year.
But I told you the Bucks didn't need him to win.
And you did say that. And like I said, in the back of all, I could be sitting on my thing like, man, I'm saying I hope I was wrong. No, I'm saying I'm sticking with my pick.
I hope you're
I'm
wrong.
going down with the ship.
I'm going to say like this, like we said last week, it is one game. I'm riding with my Bucks. But to your point,
be wrong. You don't want to be wrong.
No, I don't mind being wrong. I was wrong about freaking, what did I say? I thought the 76ers was going to lose to Toronto.
Well, we was all wrong about that.
What? Very wrong.
No, I knew Philly was going to beat them. They just didn't have enough firepower.
Don't make me pull the tape.
You
pull the tape.
You picked the
I did not pick the Raptors.
He wrote it down.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
Right, look it up.
He wrote it. Anyway.
Look it up.
Anyway.
Nope. No. Let this mother look it up. There was no way I picked the Raptors.
There is still a lot of basketball to be played. We're glad about this Bucks win, and they got to come out like Kesey said and not let up on Boston.
Yeah, they got to put their foot in their neck
because Boston's not going to just lay down and take it.
No,
but defense goes both ways. Like, Boston's the best defensive team.
I ain't got it. I'll pull it up later.
Listen, the Bucks are studs on defense.
They are,
and they turned the ball over quite a few times today.
Yeah. So go ahead, bro.
All right. At the beginning of this show, the title of today's show is. You driving or you riding?
It should be called commentary.
You driving or you riding?
You driving or you riding?
Okay.
Which one are you doing?
We got this from.
You driving or you riding?
Well, since I drove here, I'm driving. So.
If I didn't have a car, I'll be hurt.
I did.
No. On some real. If I have a car, I'll be hurt. But I got dropped off for some other reasons.
I even say that. What are you talking about?
You looked at me. Did you not look at me?
Because you're not right. You're not driving with the Bucks.
Did you hear what he said?
So driving is
think he's slick.
He think he's slick. He think he real slick.
You know what?
Drapey, look at you. I'm driving.
94 feet next. Y'all gonna miss.
You said I drove here. Did you not say that?
Y'all gonna miss me when I'm gone. Because this last quarter, I don't know what's in the water, but this whole 5-on-1 Dre crap, I am not that dude.
Dre, this is not what happened. You said I drove here, so I'm driving, and you looked at me. Did you know what happened?
I asked you. I said, "Are you riding or are you driving?" You said, "Well, I drove here in my car."
And then looked at me.
And you looked right at him.
You look right at me.
Does that sound suspect to you? Huh?
Like I said, if I didn't have a car, I'd be hurt. But whatever. So let's just play it from TNT. Charles Barkley. Continue. Go ahead.
The precious Lamb of God.
Boy, you like a spoiled brat. You don't want nobody to tell you nothing about you.
Thank you, Shaq. Tell him.
You are a spoiled brat.
Come on, man. Don't tell me you're a great player. I mean, all these guys can play, but please don't tell me you're a great player and you're averaging 20. Come on now. I don't think I ever played in the playoffs.
Oh, here we go.
Is Kevin Durant a great player?
He is.
And he's been stifled by Boston.
And
I was going to go there.
And let me tell you something. I don't want to badmouth the dude, but I see you guys always talk about that championship stuff. I try to tell y'all, all these bus riders, they don't mean nothing to me. If you ain't driving the bus, don't walk around and talk about you a champion. If you riding the bus, I don't want to hear it. Come on, Shaq, tell them. All these guys walk around with these championship rings. Hey, y'all bus riders. But let me tell you something.
2 in a row, Chuck.
When you the bus driver and you got all that pressure when you have to play well or you're going to get the blame, that's a different animal.
So my question is,
Thank you, Shaq, tell them.
I'm gonna chuckle.
Come on, man. Don't tell me you're a great player. I mean, all these guys.
Okay. So my question is, and the reason why I play this video is this he ultimately said he was talking about Kevin Durant. And I think he was talking about Kevin Durant when he was with the Warriors, because that's when he won his championships. And I guess my question is, do you think this is, number one, is he right? Number two, should this have allocated a response?
But listen, hold on. Before you go any further,
equated to a response?
Either way.
That's why I tried to hurry up, but he gonna hit it. I tried to hurry up and save you, man.
I know Dre on top of me today. That's cool though.
Well, he don't like it when we on him.
Oh,
I jump on his back too. The same.
First of all, you played a whole video, so there's no way that I could ever be offended about anything. So
okay, but anyway,
a whole bit.
Anyways, so
I got some more too. Go ahead.
That's cool. Always ready. Bring all your guests.
Anyways, I agree with Chuck. Ooh. There's bus riders and there's bus drivers.
Mm-hmm.
KD is looking like a bus rider right now.
Batman,
and you call it what you want. And KD can say whatever he want to say, but at the current moment, he's looking like a bus rider.
A bus rider, indeed. He joined Steph. He joined Clay. He joined Kyrie. He did not draw anybody to him. He left a situation, a team that was designed for him, OKC, and you got swept. You cannot be called the best player in the game and get swept.
Or one of.
He got swept. He met up with Kyrie. He didn't hold Kyrie accountable. KD, you're a bus rider, bro. You're a rider.
He's a rider.
And it's okay if that's what you want to be.
That ain't what he wanted to be.
How long do you think it take for you to get his sensitive response?
He been tweeting like crazy. He posted a picture.
I was just gonna go there. So what he did was he posted on his Twitter or Instagram. He posted 2 pictures of Charles Barkley. He posted a picture of him with
Olajuwon and Pippen.
End
of his career, irrelevant.
And then he also posted a picture of him with the 76ers.
Him with Dr. J when Dr. J was at the end of his career. Irrelevant.
And Moses Malone and stuff like that.
Irrelevant.
Blah, blah, blah. And he just said Charles will be nowhere without his buddies.
No.
Charles was a whole different animal in Phoenix.
I'm going to tell you something. Charles Barkley, up until recently when you had Tim Duncan, Charles Barkley was highly regarded as probably the best power forward to ever play the game.
It still is one of the and he was short. He was still one. He's one of the. You know what's funny about Charles Barkley? Think about Charles Barkley. He's one of the first power forwards who was shooting a 3.
Charles Barkley
shooting a 3, and he was just a bully who could score.
It was like he was the original bully.
People give Chuck slack because he didn't win a ring, and Chuck can't help that he played in the Michael Jordan era. Michael kept many people from winning rings that should have won rings. Gary Payton should have got a ring in Michael's era, but he didn't. He ended up going to get it with Shaq in Miami and all the rest of them. Patrick Ewing should have won a ring in Michael's era. He didn't. Clyde Drexler didn't win a ring in Michael's era until Michael left the game of basketball. Yeah. Olajuwon didn't win it until Michael left the game of basketball. Your favorite, Malone, Stockton, Reggie Miller, all of these. You love you some Karl Malone.
Love me some
bro.
Karl Malone.
You didn't. He's on plenty of your top lists. Dominique Wilkins, Stacey Augmon,
and the list continues.
And I'm saying that to say, so Chuck gets slack because he didn't win the
Murdoch, Todd Day.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody in New York.
Oh,
Mark Price.
Patrick Ewing, John Starks.
Okay, Cleveland wasn't always bad. Cleveland had years that they went to the playoffs, but they ran into MJ. So if you want to get on Barkley for not winning the title, fine. But Barkley was the GOAT in his position.
I don't want to say
Kevin Durant is arguably not even the best player on his team.
Wow.
That ain't what I said. That's what other people say.
So I was going to say, okay, let's play video number 2. I was just going to say play the response of Charles Barkley when he talked about this, because this happened in like a week.
Kenny, didn't he?
Huh?
He went on Kenny in this video, didn't he?
No. Kenny wanted to say something.
You think they put that playing banner up already? Listen, man, I could put up stuff about him and Russell and James and Serge Ibaka.
What makes this?
And I'm just saying, I said, wait a minute. If somebody sent us, man, I ain't gonna respond. I says, you want me to put up him, Russ, James, and Serge Ibaka? I said, no. Listen, KD's a great player. Only point I was making: life is different when you leave the driving the bus.
This is what we do.
So, I mean, my and the reason I asked is because me personally, I don't want to say he was driving the bus,
Who? KD?
KD. But talking about the Golden State Warriors team, would you say he was the best player on that team? Because you Mr. Defend Golden State.
I'm not Mr. Defend Golden State. I'm
Oh,
Mr. Defend
yes, you
Steph
are.
Curry. I'm Mr. Defend Steph Curry.
Let's
not
was
make
he
it
the best
confusing.
player on that Golden State Warriors team? Yes or no?
I'm going to say this, and I want to get some context behind this. Kevin Durant was the best player on Golden State, but Golden State already had a best player in Steph Curry. If Kevin Durant,
I asked you a yes or no question, and you decided to politic around it. Was Kevin Durant the best player on the team?
Who do you think you're talking to? Listen, man.
Apparently, a guy who's gonna be Ubering home.
You are a Lyft. I'll give you 5 on it. No, Kevin Durant was the best player, but again, he was the best player on a team that joined other best players, great players.
I mean, LeBron was the same thing, but he took over that spot.
Exactly. And without LeBron, Miami does not go to the finals.
So are you saying without KD, Golden State doesn't go to the finals?
I know. Golden State would have went. They had already went. They the one that they beat KD.
I just want to put this out there too.
They beat KD to go to the finals.
Didn't Miami already win championships?
Okay,
so
they had Shaq and Dwayne Wade, but they had not been back to the finals until LeBron came to Miami.
So to sum up, Dre,
hold up, Tone. Did he not? Did Miami go to the finals until LeBron came?
Miami Heat won a championship, and
With
then they
Shaq
went.
and
And then they
Dwayne
went
Wade.
3 years, and they didn't make it to the finals.
Right.
They barely made the playoffs after that.
Early playoffs eliminations.
And then they got LeBron James,
And they went 4 straight.
and he took us to the promised land.
4 straight times they went 2-2.
That's not what I asked
So
you, though.
to sum up, Dre, in a way that the listeners can actually understand.
Oh, they know me.
Pass
I'm
you.
sure they do.
Basically, in so many words, is what he's saying is KD at the time was definitely a 99 rated player, meaning that if you had him on your squad, you were destined for greatness. He had the opportunity to go to the team who had the tools to make him be a legendary star, and he opted to play the background role.
Who did?
KD did. Think about it. You came to this squad. This is the squad that's stopping you from getting to the ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you go to this squad, and he's like, "This is what I can bring to the team.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I can do. Make me the focal. That way, it's easier for these guys to do their job, and we all can look good and just coast gold from here on out." But instead, KD was like, "Oh, you got it, bro. Just call me when you need me. Oh, you can. That's it." He was cool playing, aka the Robin role. He's gotten comfortable in the Robin role. So you are a 99 player who's okay with being the third option.
So okay, let me ask you.
Now that's
I'll swing the
that's
same.
an old school response. That's
I'll
what that
swing the
is.
same way to you. I'll swing the same way, same question to you, then, Tom.
Yeah.
Are you saying he wasn't the best player on that team?
Once again, 99 player who was comfortable with being option number 3.
But that doesn't.
So he
Wait.
yes.
So our
Yeah.
politic, what did he just do?
Yes.
Oh, both of y'all did the same thing.
So unlike
Both of y'all
Dre,
did the same thing.
I double back. Yes. Best player, worst position.
I said he was the best player on the team.
No, you didn't.
I
Best
said he
player.
was the best player on the team who joined another great player.
At that
That's
time,
exactly
Steph
what I
Curry.
said.
Actually, at that time, Steph Curry was the best player on that team.
Because he was the MVP.
He was
Twice.
the MVP that year.
True.
He was the one who was taking them over the humps. He the one who was hitting all the big shots. KD was just being a bus rider.
He was okay
Chuck
with
couldn't
being
have said it
number
no
3.
better. KD is a bus rider. No shots at his game. There is no shot at his game.
That's a
But
big
at the
shot
same
at his game.
time,
But go ahead.
he's a bus because Golden State was already 72-9.
Uh-huh.
So they didn't need him.
They did not. And I said
They
it.
could have went and picked up any other star and still won a championship.
And I said it. And y'all,
They could've even won the-
rolled me.
They could
Stop
have
it,
even had Detlef Shrimp and still won.
No, they couldn't have. Stop it.
Hold on, fam.
Stop it. Stop it.
You're going to have
Stop
to
it.
chill with that.
You know who
Bro.
the shot was at?
Hey,
No.
I stand by that comment
Because he
too.
said Detlef Shrimp instead of Scottie Pippen, the Bulls would have still been the same.
I said Jordan could have done with anybody, and I stand by those comments.
Even Detlef Shrimp.
I stand by those comments.
all I know is this.
Jordan GOAT.
All I know is this. Now, can LeBron James do it with anybody? He's done it numerous of times. I can't say the same.
Man, LeBron James has taken some scrubs to the finals.
Thank you.
He has, but
He's took some guys.
he's won.
Like literally on my back.
Let's be
got
honest,
this,
though.
give me the ball.
He's won the big ones with some big names. Let's not.
Okay.
Let's not.
Everybody. That's what I'm saying. Like,
And there's no problem.
Not the Cleveland one.
You made the.
Not the Cleveland one. The only name,
You made-
Tell me that's a big debate.
only name on there is Kyrie Irving.
Not even Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving had a big shot.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk. I don't like we got time. So we're gonna get there in a second.
My 6 o'clock, I just moved them. So
Okay, cool. So my thing about this is that we talking about like I said before, I stick by my comments. As far as KD riding, I get where y'all coming from. I get it.
So what did you call him?
A bus driver or a bus rider?
You're
What you
right.
gonna call him?
'Cause you ain't
Don't
said
dance
you-
around it, but you've been dancing around it for about 15 minutes now.
15 minutes.
I'm asking the question.
Okay, then I answered.
I'm saying,
and I called him a bus
no,
rider. What did you call him?
Bus rider.
Bus
Back on
rider.
the
So
bus.
what are you calling him?
I've been calling him a bus rider, yeah. But I will say this: he was the best player on that Golden State team.
No,
No.
He was
Steph
the-
Curry was the best player on
He
that
was,
Golden
that
State.
best, he was the best player on that Golden State team. And me not saying he's not the best, he was the best player on that Golden State team is because I believe they wouldn't have won another championship without him.
And they wouldn't have won it without Steph.
I'm not
So-
saying they wouldn't have won it without Steph. I'm
I'm just letting you know.
what I'm
Can I ask
saying
you something?
is
Can I ask you something?
just a second. What I'm saying
Uh-huh.
is really
Go ahead.
what I'm saying is when they ran, like I said last time when we were arguing about this, when they ran into LeBron and because that year they won 72-9, and LeBron was like, all right, I got something for y'all. That's cool. That's cute. That's cute. But you ain't gonna win 72-9 don't mean nothing if you ain't got no ring. So I'm finna go ahead and stop this right now. That was the end of Golden State era right there. But they was like, no, we got to get something to counter it.
So what
and
you
they
saying?
got
So what
something
you
to
so what
counter
you saying
is KD.
So what you saying is if they didn't get KD that year,
No,
they might have busted up that team, and somebody might have got traded for another star.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they
Is it a
wouldn't have.
possibility
What?
that could have happened?
It's a possibility.
So
They seen their window closing. You cannot tell me you go 73-9, you play Cleveland in that 73-9, and you see LeBron James again. He won that championship near by himself. By himself. From the Iguodala block and all that other.
And
Which
don't forget
He
came-
done it by
but don't
himself.
forget he came
Whether
from 30.
Kyrie hit that shot or not, he set it up for Kyrie to hit that
And
shot.
don't you forget, they came down from 3-1.
and
That makes it even worse.
so
That makes it even worse.
here's what I don't like about what you're doing.
Well, go ahead.
Here's what I don't like about what you're doing, because if I come in and say, well, if Draymond would have played, it wouldn't have happened, y'all be like, well, you can't say that. You can't undervalue Kyrie's shot. You can't undervalue.
What if you take away one moment, Kyrie shot, they still came back from 3-1. Did that still happen?
Absolutely.
Okay.
There's no doubt
So
about
when
that.
I take away, I'm not taking it away.
What about the years before?
I'm making it insignificant.
What about the years before when LeBron couldn't beat Golden State? What about those years?
Those years were good years. Those years were good years. I'm not taking any away thing from that. I'm saying in the element of stuff happening,
Mhm.
we're talking about what happened. What happened was Golden State won championships.
Yeah.
And they saying they lost
Multiple.
the championship. Just like when you talk about KD. KD, what happened? KD couldn't beat the Warriors. They was like, I can't beat them.
He couldn't beat the Warriors or LeBron.
I can't beat them.
So-
I might as well join them. I can't
But
even
also-
get to the Western Conference Finals.
I would
Listen,
be-
so
hold
I
on.
might as well
Also-
join
One
them.
second,
Also,
bro.
y'all, hold on. Also, y'all got to remember, LeBron didn't have everybody when he went against the Golden State Warriors when he
He
lost.
did not.
Because don't y'all
In
forget
fact-
Kevin Love and
Kyrie
Kyrie
was
Irving
hurt.
injured.
In fact, I'll say this. If they would have played, if it was a fifth, yeah, I'd be drunk. If they would have played, Cleveland would have won that year.
Yeah.
I believe that. I would even be comfortable if you said to me that if you said Kevin Durant needed Golden State to win, I would be like, cool, you're right. But you're saying Golden State needed KD, and we all know that that's simply not true.
I'm saying with the circumstances that happened, they did.
They
Bus
needed,
rider.
they needed each other, but Kevin
He's a
Durant
bus
needed
rider.
them more than they needed him.
He's a bus rider.
Because they could have went and got any star.
So you know
brought
what's
him
funny about that? Here's the funny thing about
in.
that.
That's the funny thing about that, huh? Look it up.
Draymond Green went to go get KD. KD didn't run to them. They went to go get him.
Do you believe that?
Yes or no? Don't you lie. Don't
Do
you
you
lie,
believe- do you
Kesey.
believe
Kesey.
Do you believe that?
LeBron James had an injured roster both times he went up against him.
You gonna skip my question? You gonna skip my? Thank you, because Draymond Green has said it. I went to go holler at KD. I went to go holler at KD. Be like, what's up, man? I went to go holler at him. And so when you went to go holler at him, he knew what was up. We need you. What's up? Now, did he bring him in and did he kick him out? Yes. Both things happen. Both those things are true.
He went over there.
And KD said it. Once she was yelling at me like, we don't need you, blah, 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 so on and so forth. All right, cool. Now, I just want to say this too. Golden State ain't been since. Huh?
Golden State ain't what?
They ain't been since.
Has KD?
Been where since?
The finals. Well, Steph was hurt. Clay was out 2 years. You have to care. That's stupid.
They ain't been there.
People didn't care about that when LeBron didn't make it.
He did.
Well,
or didn't win it.
People stay caring. You just said at the beginning of the show that the Lakers didn't make it because they was injured all year. Did you say it?
I said because LeBron didn't win it, then people didn't care that everybody else was injured. They just saw the fact that LeBron James lost.
KD's a bus rider.
Every time they bring up his championships, they talk about how he lost, but they never talk never talk about how injured the rosters were when he lost.
Yeah. I mean, and they were. And like I said, I think people are naturally hard on LeBron because he's a threat to Jordan's legacy, or he was. And if the finals record wasn't 4 and whatever it is, people wouldn't be as hard on LeBron as they are. So,
but anyways,
who's your next bus rider?
Gonna move forward.
Donovan Mitchell.
Play another video. This is a special video.
He's definitely a bus rider now.
Yeah, he is. Donovan Mitchell.
Well, Donovan Mitchell wasn't a superstar caliber to me, honestly.
Mitchell's a baller, man.
He's a baller, but he's not a superstar caliber player.
He let Luka.
So this is another video from a special video from Stephen A. to Kyrie.
Oh, jeez.
So let's go ahead and roll the tape.
Casey hates
we are witnessing one of the most delusional athletes in American history. He's lost because he's so big on telling everybody else they're lost. You can try to paint this issue, Kyrie, into anything you want. What it comes down to and what everybody's focusing on, you don't want to show up to work. You want to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it, while you got your hand out for somebody else's. And then when you get called on it,
I hate y'all.
We're the peons. Right. We're the ones who are puppets. Kyrie actually looks down on us because we want to see him play. And we're demanding that you play. Right now, the season is over. He got 6 months off. 6 months off on top of the 53 games that he missed. Okay? And he's getting paid over $30 million. And don't think for 1 second he didn't get his money. He got money now. He got his money when he missed. So here you are. You don't want to work unless you want to do it when you want to do it. You come back from the whole mandate. And even though you had spectacular games, there were other games where you were struggling. And literally he went on the record and was talking about he ain't got his legs. That he's a little bit tired. Well, what the hell were you doing with all of that time off? It's beyond the pale to ask that question. And then you go out on a Twitter rant and you start spewing this stuff. Why? Because the media who gets paid to cover the sport is asking you about the sport you voluntarily signed up to play, getting paid an exorbitant amount of dollars to play. Half the time you don't show up to work. They point it out. They point out the load that you put on your teammates because of your absence and talk about how that may very well be the reason why you got swept out of the first round. And that is on us. We are witnessing one of the most delusional athletes in American history. He's lost because he's so big on telling everybody.
Yeah, it's double. But the reason I played this, well, first of all, do you side with Stephen A?
All day. And I don't always agree with Stephen A because he's another one of those people that's really hard on athletes. But Kyrie Irving is the problem. And I don't really need to say a whole lot because we've been using this whole season going in on Kyrie. But Kyrie is the problem. I mean, you have to watch Kyrie's press conference when they were eliminated to understand the context of Stephen A. Smith's comments. But Kyrie's the problem. He's been the problem. But,
I
That's what it
think
is.
that well, at first when I seen the press conference, one thing Kyrie did say was like, "This is on me."
Yeah,
He started with that.
he owned it.
And then what happened was, and I think a lot of people's kind of okay, he's living, he's whatever. I think two things happening here. Number one, Stephen A is here for entertainment. Let's just get that out the way. That's number one. Number two, I think what irritates Stephen A, what irritates all three of us at this table, we're seeing talent get wasted because Kyrie has played 60 games or less, or hasn't played 60 games. And no, I'm sorry, he's played over 60 games in 4 years out of a 10-year career. And when you talk about Kyrie Irving, like we talked about the shot. Besides that shot, what has Kyrie Irving has done? What has he done?
Raise havoc.
Thank you. And I think I went on like a James Harden rant earlier this season because James, when he got traded, I think I went on a little rant about that, whatever. But my thing about James Harden is, number one, he don't say nothing, so it's hard to kind of go at somebody who don't say nothing. But Kyrie says stuff. And I think what got Stephen A all worked up was a series of tweets that Kyrie had put out, and it was aimed at the media, which is AKA Stephen A,
and Skip Bayless, and everybody's all over Kyrie.
So it's the thing about it. Kyrie is like, we just asked you, like, dude, we just want you to play basketball. That's your job. You are able to sign an extension here for 5 years. Stephen A was like, I would say I sign a year to year, but I'm not signing a 5-year contract with him. For what? Because he's supposed to get 5 year, $250 million or something like that. I'm like,
hasn't earned it.
And hasn't earned it at all. So I too side with Stephen A.
But aren't you two the same two that said Kyrie is the best ball handler in the league?
Well, he was.
We're talking about skills here. We're talking about skills wise here.
Kyrie, you can't take away.
His handle is unmatched.
I'm going to play devil's advocate today.
All right, go ahead.
I don't agree with Stephen A.
Is it because of Stephen A?
It's partially because it's Stephen A, but it's partially because he's not correct. It is disrespectful to call another grown man delusional because of the way he expresses himself or the way he feels about a certain situation. Stephen A is not him to know what is actually going on in his mind or why he did what he did. None of us are. None of us are God to do that.
God? I'll let you ride. Go ahead.
Kyrie has his right to feel the way he felt about whatever he felt, right? In the moment.
Yeah,
same
true.
way you feel, the way that you feel about. Have you tell me it's not been days you didn't go to work because you just didn't feel like going?
Are you looking at me?
I didn't say anything.
Tell me there's not been days.
Yeah, there's days I don't feel like going to work, so I just call in.
Yeah, but we also don't make. How much Kyrie make?
This year?
But money don't make a difference.
40-something
$40
million.
million.
Something like that.
But money don't make the difference of how you feel, do it? The money don't change your feelings.
Time out.
Money don't change your emotions of how you feeling. Do it?
You're right, Kesey. You're right. And
because
hold on. No, he has every right to say, I don't want to play basketball.
Yeah.
But guess what?
They retired.
Hold on a second.
But it wasn't that
you still cashing them checks.
But still though, it wasn't. Hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead.
It wasn't that he didn't want to play basketball. They didn't allow him to play basketball for something he didn't believe in. So you're punishing him in the media because of something he didn't believe in this year.
What about his antics before that, though?
We're not talking about that right now yet. We're talking about what he did this year. We're talking about what he said this season was on him, right? Yeah. He admitted this season was on him, but that was his personal beliefs. You can't take a person's personal beliefs and hold it against them. Everybody has a free spirit and a free right to believe in whatever they want to believe in, right? Because he didn't play because he didn't believe in the vaccine.
That's a cop-out.
There are thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who don't believe in the vaccine.
That's a cop-out.
That didn't take the vaccine. So are they being held to the same standard that you are holding him to?
I mean, many lost their jobs. If it was required, there are many that lost their jobs.
That's very true.
You say what you want to say, right?
Okay.
But he has his rights to feel some type of way about something he didn't want to be a part of.
My thing about that is this, though.
And the league went to his extreme to really try to punish him by putting in mandates. The city of New York really did it.
So let me ask you this question.
But those mandates had nothing to do with
let me
Kyrie.
finish. Yes, it did. Because listen, how all of a sudden
So
Hold
why,
on, let me
go ahead.
finish. How can other players from other states come into your state and play, and a person who lives there just have no right to play, right?
That's the question.
That's
one.
a residency requirement.
That's one, right?
Go ahead. That's one.
All of a sudden, baseball season comes up,
We talked about that.
and now let's uplift these mandates.
Well, New York still has not. Let's clarify.
They did.
New York, they have not. New
They
York
did.
has a more relaxed vaccine requirement, but New York, my boss just came back. It's mask everywhere. It's negative COVID tests before you go to shows or proof of vaccine. So New York is still really.
My
Okay,
thing about,
I get
my
that,
thing
but
about,
at the
my
same
thing about
time-
that is this: why not? Why just sit out the season?
Right. Why
Start the
play?
season.
Why be a distraction to your team all season?
Why the distraction? Because he decided he didn't want to
Because
get a
he's in and out.
vaccine, and the
He's in and
league
out.
determined you can only play certain games. He didn't make that determination.
And then he still, when they made that determination, he still didn't do it until he noticed that Brooklyn was on their way out of the playoffs. He took days off around January 6th because of the attacks on the Capitol, saying that I'm memorialized or whatever he did.
Whatever he did.
Come on, man. Play basketball.
So he can't feel some type of way about something.
I'm not saying
You can feel what you want to feel about, right?
I'm
You
not
got
gonna
your
fall for it. I'm not gonna fall for
You
it.
got your rights, right?
I'm not.
You
I'm
got
not
your
gonna fall
rights,
for it.
right?
I'm not gonna fall for
I
it.
do. Thank
I'm not
you.
gonna fall for it. I'm not gonna take the bait.
Don't fall for it.
I'm not gonna take the
Don't
bait.
fall for it.
Because I agree. The vaccine is a choice. But it's also the employer's choice to say whatever. The NBA did Kyrie wrong with the top 75. I'll give you that. But Kyrie was a distraction for his team. I don't care what belief
I
you're
don't think
saying he
I don't
was.
think he
Let me
was.
ask you this
I don't
question.
think he
Let me
was
ask
a
you this question. Let me
distraction.
ask you this question, Dre.
I
mean,
just think
Kesey.
he wasn't able to produce what they needed him to produce because he didn't play enough games with them.
Should he get a supermax?
Should he get a supermax?
Who?
I'm asking him.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this then. Name 5 guards that deserve it over him. Then 5 point guards that deserve it over him.
I got it.
Name 5.
I can give you
I
5.
know you can give me 3, because I can give you 3. Name 5.
Steph Curry,
Steph Curry got one. We talking about some people who deserve it.
Luka.
No.
Luka got one.
Luka.
He just
No
got one.
Luka in Dallas. Dallas would we be talking about them.
Man, Luka who?
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker. Super. Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah,
Supermax.
that's 3.
Supermax?
That's 3.
Jaylen Brown.
No, I wouldn't give
What?
him Supermax.
Over Kyrie? No.
The way if the NBA is throwing money,
Do he deserve it over Kyrie? No.
yes,
He has
he's
not
there.
played. He has not played in a lot of games either. He missed a lot of games.
Holiday.
He's played more than 60.
Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday got it.
I'm just saying. I'm just naming people.
I'm naming people who haven't got it yet. Jaylen Brown is to just get a supermax. Stop playing.
No.
They can't afford him.
I'll say
Morant.
He's not a supermax.
Morant.
He's not a supermax.
Who's not a
Who's not a
supermax?
supermax?
Jaylen Brown.
He's a
not a
I would
super-
agree with that.
He's not a supermax.
I would agree with that.
I would never give him a supermax.
I would agree with that. The supermax player on Boston is Jason Tatum. You can only have one.
No, we have 3.
We don't have 3 super.
Yes, we do.
You only
No,
get one
we
supermax.
don't. You only get one supermax. The supermax is Giannis. The others have a max. They have a max for their level, but the Bucks have one
They're
supermax.
both making like 200 million, over 200 million.
Giannis is the only supermax player on the Bucks.
Fine. Does he deserve 200 million?
Who,
Yes, he
Kyrie?
does. No, Jaylen Brown.
No.
Jaylen Brown's about a $20 million a year player.
Oh, what?
About 22.
20 to 25 million. You act like that's water. Bro, that's a lot of money.
For us, it's a lot of
That's-
money. What I'm saying
But
is,
that's if they get 4
compared to
years,
his
that's $100
peers,
million.
compared to his peers, we're talking Ben Simmons is making over $250 million.
And Ben Simmons is better than him if you're talking about his abilities.
We're going to this podcast.
He not
I'm
playing,
about to-
but
I'm
then he
about
not
to flip
playing.
this
But
table
that
over.
doesn't take away the fact that he's not playing.
I'm
but
talking
it-
about somebody who could give me 20 points at least off the bench. Not even off the bench. Who is 20 points? 20 points.
He had 12 today.
What's your point?
Ben
I said 20. He can give you.
Ben Simmons
You
is
know what?
going
This is my
to.
fault. No,
Listen,
this is my fault.
He had 12 today.
He's-
Jaylen Brown had 12 points against Milwaukee Bucks today.
Yeah, that defense of that Bucks, man.
So it's okay for him to have 12 points and still get a max.
Let me get up out of here.
But it's not okay for anybody else, though.
You finna get up out of here.
Okay, let's do this real quick before we get out of here. Round robin. Miami versus Phoenix. Who you got? I'm sorry, Miami versus Philly. Who you got?
Oh, man.
And how many?
6.
Who you got?
Philly in 6.
I got Miami in 6 or 5 if Joel doesn't play because James Harden is not the same.
Whether he plays or not.
Yep. We got the Bucks and Boston. Who you got? Zeke.
You know who you got.
We're just gonna do the round robin.
I got Boston.
And what?
7.
Case?
Bucks in 5.
Bucks in 6 or 5. I'm gonna have to go with my bro on that. Golden State, Memphis. Who you got, Zeke?
Memphis in 7.
Case.
Memphis in 7.
Golden State in 5 or 6.
No, you know what? I'm gonna have to say Golden State in 6.
Yep. Golden State in 5 or 6. Dallas versus Phoenix. Who you got, Zeke?
What?
Dallas versus Phoenix. Who you got?
Oh, I got Phoenix in 5.
Phoenix in 6. I think Luke can get them too.
Phoenix in 6. Phoenix in 6. So those are the remaining teams left, and then maybe this time next week, depending on how this week goes, we'll be talking about the conference finals.
Y'all got your money ready?
I'll stay ready. Zeke?
I do.
Keys. We're going to every game, though. Remember what you said.
For the finals, right?
We're going to every game. We're going
for the finals?
Yep. We're going to game 4,
5.
3, 4, and 6.
The Eastern Conference Finals or the finals?
The finals. NBA finals.
They doing 2-2, 1-1-1.
Yeah, but the Bucks don't have home court advantage, no matter who.
Really?
No. Bucks are the third
So
seed.
are we going to game 3 and 4 and 6?
6.
Okay.
Yeah. They're the finals.
Right.
Assuming that the Bucks make it.
Well, don't say that. You got them. That's what you put down.
We do.
You said we don't got the what over?
We don't have home court advantage over any of. We're number 3. We don't have home court in the East.
Even if Golden State
is third, I think.
They're third.
They're third. So who owns the season series? It will go to whoever owns the season series.
I think we tied.
I don't know. We only played them, I thought, twice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They won 1. We won 1.
I know we destroyed them the game we played.
And then they beat us.
Okay.
So it's 1-1.
So I think it's almost a coin toss. I don't know how they do that. Yeah. So
I think we got a better record.
So
they got a better record. They're 53-29, and we're 51-31.
Yep. And so Bucks will play. Bucks we don't have home court advantage at all. The only way it happens is if Philly
Dallas pulls it out.
You said it, not me, and it ain't happening.
No, it's not happening. I'm just saying.
But even Dallas got a better record than us. They're 52-30.
Yeah. God. So the Bucks are on the road no matter what.
Okay. Fine.
Starting the finals.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts how to be on the road.
Yep.
I was going to ask you a quick question.
Go ahead.
So let's say the Bucks lose.
Okay.
Then what?
I mean, if the Bucks lose, I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible. It's gonna suck because it would be nice to have a back-to-back championship. I don't think the Bucks has to. If the Bucks lose, I don't think it needs to become a bashing session of coaching, get better players. I think that's when we can decide. You know what? Middleton was out, but our role players right now have stepped it up big time in Middleton's absence. If you look at something that a lot of people hasn't mentioned, Milwaukee Bucks have every game they won, they've held their team under 90 points. Every game they won in the finals. Or I'm sorry, in the playoffs. Bulls didn't score past 90 when they beat the Bucks. Boston, how many did they get today? 87, 88,
89.
Okay. If the Bucks defense shows up, teams can't beat them. Okay. Now, when we're talking Eastern. When we get to the Western Conference, it's not going to be a walk in. It's not going to be a walk in the park with Boston. If the Bucks don't win it, then we come back to the drawing board. I don't think we're critical, but to me,
Chris Middleton's on the trading block.
So Kesey,
I'm telling you what people are saying. I'm just being what people. I'm just saying what the people are saying.
Same question, yeah. What the Bucks lose?
The Bucks lose. We go through. We take this summer and we reevaluate our situation, and we make some good decisions.
If the Bucks lose, who do you have winning it? If it's not the Bucks, who wins the championship?
If the Bucks lose,
if it's not the Bucks, who wins the championship?
We didn't talk about that, but I honestly, if the Bucks lose Phoenix, I don't see anybody beating them.
Casey,
they too deep.
Casey,
they're deep. They're deeper than Boston. They're deeper than.
Shout out to Chris Paul on the perfect scoring.
I'll tell you like this.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Perfect scoring. He shot 100%.
100%. 14 for 14.
Never been done.
Getting to his spot.
Never been done.
Shooting a shot. and he's doing what he's supposed to do.
If it's not the Bucks, I got Golden State.
He only took 1-3.
I said get into his spot.
Listen,
you got if it's not the Bucks.
I think Golden State is going to beat Phoenix. Just looking at them three-headed monsters,
they're going to barely beat Memphis if they beat Memphis, and they're going to be so wore out from the fact, like I said before.
So you telling me Luka's not going to wear Phoenix down there? Luka and them.
They have somebody who can.
Who's going to guard? Who's going to guard Luka?
The second person from the Defensive Player of the Year, Bridges. He's too long. He is long.
That don't mean nothing with Luka. You forget Luka's 6'8".
I know Luka's 6'8". He's 6'8" too.
And I told you how he plays.
I know how he plays.
He dictates the whole game. Off of how his whining for calls and his body control. He has the most body control I've seen in a long time.
I get what you're saying. I'm saying that the stuff that they beat Utah on pure will, and then on top of that, for Utah to have nothing to do with two things. Number one is y'all talking about Donovan Mitchell. They was going at him like, "Hey, we're going at Donovan Mitchell," because he's
hurt,
not.
Though.
No, he got hurt. I think he got hurt game 6, game 5, or something like that.
He ain't been the same since he got hurt this year.
But my thing about that is this: Donovan Mitchell was cool, but he's not superstar caliber to me. He's top 10, bottom half.
Okay, that's your opinion. Well, this has been another good episode.
It's been another episode of 94 Feet Podcast. We had some live
commentary, which is great
from the Memphis and Golden State game. I appreciate my brothers for stopping the middle of the podcast to do the live commentary, especially Dre, because he wants to see Golden State flourish. But anyways,
I just want my prediction.
I just want
to keep taking your bread.
You know what? You don't
want to
keep
wrong. Taking your money.
You don't want to be wrong.
Listen to us on your favorite.
I just want to keep taking your money.
You know what? Thank you, Keith. Listen to us on your favorite streaming service. Also, listen to us on all.
The new name
social.
of this podcast is The World versus Dre.
Here we go.
Change your name. 94 feet. What? The World for everybody. Dre versus everybody. Because that's what it is.
It's not. Every time we say something against you, but when you say something against me, you're supposed to let it ride. Anyways, catch us on all social medias except for TikTok because we're adults. Except for when it matters.
94 Feet Nation, baby.
Peace.
94 feet.